Hey everybody, VP here, and it's time for another Prime to Snap. That's right, this is Prime to Snap, the 1 hour and a half long live stream in which we play the game Marvel Snap. And I missed a week last week because I was on vacation, and my lawn here had turned into a bit of a jungle. So I had to take care of that because it's part of our rental agreement to try and take care of that sort of thing. So anyways, here we are now, and I think everything's working. There's a little delay, of course, in when I am speaking and when the stream is going. We got our lo-fi music playing in the background here. Still not a fan of that for the Marvel Snap season, but you know what? They've hit it out of the park multiple times with their music. So just because I don't like it doesn't mean other people wouldn't like it. And it's not bad music per se. It's just not the music that I prefer to listen to. So, but here we are, guys. Yes, indeed. In fact, I'm gonna turn that down a little bit right now. There we go. All right, yeah, Marvel Snap. Yeah, last week I was on vacation. I was hoping to stream, but you know how vacations, I don't know if they go, this is how it happens for you guys, but for me it seems like the first few days of vacation were kind of low-key, didn't do a whole lot, kind of laid around on my computer and stuff, and then the end of the vacations, like we had like an event, like every, something was happening every single day. So that's what we got ourselves caught up into. Yeah, so by the time I dealt with our crazy lawn out there with a rusted out mower, I might add. I didn't have a mower myself, but the house that we have moved into had a rusted out mower in the basement somehow. I assume they just put it down there to store it, but we have a garage too, which I don't understand why it wouldn't have just went into the garage. But nope, whoever was here before us decided to take it all the way down to the basement, and it was sitting there since we got here, and I didn't even know if it was gonna work. But I was able to pull it up out of the basement, get it down into the sunshine, and noticed all the rust and stuff in it. So it was quite an instrument of mowing, I might add. It did the job. Good on it, because it was quite a mess. I'm talking tall grass, guys. I'm talking probably, well, I'm 6'1", and I'm talking probably up to my knees, maybe a little lower, is how high the grass had become, because we just had so much rain and stuff since winter, and so I didn't even know if the mower was gonna work. Well, we got some gas in it, got some new oil in it, and we started it up, and man, this sucker started up. But it was smoking, man. I don't know, man. It was smoking. We were keeping the bugs away that day. Let me just say that. It's wafts of smoke, blowing out all over the neighborhood. I'm sure my neighbors really enjoyed it. They must have enjoyed it, because many of them came out around me and they started mowing their own lawn. So I don't know. We started a trend. VP's the trend starter. But it got the job done. And anyways, by the time I wrestled with that, I was just so tired that I just couldn't find myself a way to stream. The lawnmower was not part of the new X-Men. No, it definitely wasn't. No, the lawnmower would have been like the rusted piece of the X-Men that they forgot about in the very basement of the X-Men mansion. all the way in the bottom. They call him Rust Bucket. We don't know what his power was except to smoke a lot. I'm sure once he was a grand X-Men, but now he just sat in the basement and was rusty. So yeah, that's the story, guys. That is the story. How are you guys doing, man? How are you guys doing? We are what, 3 weeks now into this new season? We got our third card up now of the season. By the way, I think I mentioned this in the last live stream I did, but you know something? Now that the Spotlight Cash Key system is gone, I've realized it's harder to get the Season Pass card now, because you get 3,000 tokens. That's what they gave you for the keys if you had any of those left over before the season started. But once you got a key on the track, you could at least get a chance at the new card. Well, now you get 3,000 tokens, and the new card. Let's go to the shop here real quick. Boom. The new card, like, if you want just the new card, that's 6,000 tokens. So that's the equivalent of 2 Spotlight Cash keys to get the new card now. Or you can spend 5,000 tokens to get, any number of these cards from the current season, which is still not the 3,000 that you get, on the reward track. So, yeah, this was my concern with the system. I don't know what you guys think about it. Maybe I'm the only one that it's bugging me because I don't have a collection complete. But I feel like it's going to be harder to get new cards going forward. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. We'll see. They have said that they are going to try to include tokens in more places in the different rewards tracks and stuff. So hopefully they'll come through on that, and we'll have that. It'd be nice if they put some of the tokens in the season pass at least. Might as well get in our season pass here, we might as well get some tokens put in here, because look, as far as I know, they don't have tokens in unless there's tokens in these season caches. Haven't gotten into the season caches yet this season, so maybe there's already tokens in there. But yeah, it used to be you got a key and you had a chance of getting the new card, and then, well, I didn't get it, so then you had to get 3,000 more tokens and try again. Well, now you got to get equivalent of 2 keys worth of tokens in order to get one to get the new card itself, or to have a chance at getting the new card. So I don't know, guys. I just had to get that out there. It feels a little rough. Maybe it'll be better in the long run. I don't know, but for right now, yeah, I feel like it's harder to get the new cards with the new system. Yeah, it does definitely feel that way. So, anyways, that rant is out of the way here. But we're gonna play, man. We are playing this game. I still love this game. A lot of people still love this game. I think overall the snap packs are a great addition to the game. I do like the system as a whole. I just wish we had more ways to get tokens. Yeah. So what are we doing today? Well, speaking of the Spotlight Cash card, or what are they calling it now? The new card? The new card of the season here. Yeah, I haven't gotten Elixir yet. I'm at 4,450 tokens. Almost got another 3,000, so we could get Elixir. I don't know if I want to get Elixir. Maybe. I didn't get Prodigy. The only card I got this season so far is the Season Pass card, Esme Cuckoo, which has been really fun, by the way. That has been really enjoyable to get, Esme Cuckoo. She's been doing some work, and then I also got Surge, which Surge is really awesome. I really like Surge a lot as well. So yeah. So we don't have that season pass card. So for us, we're going to return to our pick 3 random format. I'm floating around, in case anybody's wondering, by the way, at 83, rank 83 Omega. Still haven't broke into that Galactic this season, or to Infinite. But we might get there, but I'm not there yet. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do a pick 3. Random pick 3 usually burns my record a bit, but I don't care. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. And the random pick 3 deck that we had, that's the Challenger. Spoiler, a little challenging deck right there. We're going to start off with our first random pick 3 deck. This is the reigning champion. We've done 2 streams now where we've done the random pick 3. Basically, I randomly roll up 9 cards, and then I add 3 cards to the deck and see what we can do with that deck. And then pit that deck against another random deck. So far we've done this twice in 2 streams. And this is the deck from the very first stream that we made. The first deck that we made in the random thing is still the reigning champion here. And as you can see on my stream here at the top left corner, it tells you we're 0-0 this current stream. And I have a little snap icon next to the 0-0 to indicate that is the reigning champion deck. And then yeah, it's gone 6-4 so far. And then our new deck, which we will reveal. Man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to talk today. I missed 1 stream, and suddenly VP can't stream anymore. His voice just goes blah, 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 blah. Although I will say that I just woke up, so I've had really sleepy days lately, guys. I don't know how you guys are doing with that, but man, I have been tired a lot lately, even after vacation. Still tired. But yeah, so we have a challenger awaiting this deck. This deck, again, it was just a random pick 3 deck that we put together. I'm not even sure exactly which cards I added. We added 3 cards to the deck, and we've been going with it since then, and we're going with it today. That is what we're going to start off with, and we might as well just jump right in here and see what we can do today, man. See what we can do. Game 1 of this random pick 3 deck challenge. It's the closest thing I have to a draft mode right now, and oh, it's kind of fun. I don't think many people out there, other content creators that I know of, are doing something similar to this. Probably because they like their rank and and don't want to lose rank by playing like weird decks that may not work. But we will, by golly. VP goes where no other streamer goes. That's probably not true. Where no other streamer dares to go. That's what we're doing. But yeah, here we go. What do we have? Turn 1. We're already getting flexed on by Foxhound, our opponent. Turn 1, we're gonna play Quicksilver down. The Triskelion was the first location. That filled up our hand with some random cards here. So that might give our random deck a pretty good chance here. And Havoc comes into our hand for turn 2. Not quite gonna play Havoc yet. Maybe later. So I think I'll skip this turn 2. My opponent has not played anything yet. They've just been flexing their muscles, their spider muscles at me, which is fine. See what we can do. Misty Knight coming down for my opponent in the mysterious 3rd location, which happens to be the Sacred Timeline. First to fill this gets a copy of their opening hand. I like these locations, man, but I never seem to like. I find it hard to go for the first to fill locations. Because I like to have the flexibility of not having to worry about filling a location. You know, I like to bounce around and hopefully catch my opponent off guard. But I do like those systems. And they're throwing a green goblin down at the Vibranium Mines, which are 2nd location, as their turn 3 play. Another Spider-Man flex coming from them. Foxhound is just I don't know. He's a Spider-Man enthusiast there, man. Spider-Man enthusiast. Turn 4. 4 energy. What do we have here? Could play our Havoc down now. Vulture is not in my deck, and I really don't have any way to move Vulture, so it doesn't make sense to play that. I could play Frigga and get another Cassandra Nova. That might be worth it. Maybe we'll do that this turn. Frigga bringing another Cassandra Nova into my hand. I play that to the Sacred Timeline. My opponent comes down with a Spider Ham, taking out my Namora. I forgot Namora was in this deck. I think I always forget the Namora deck. I think that's kind of one of the things we built around, was having Namora in the deck. But anyways, we got our Cassandra Nova. We're going to go ahead and play her down to the Sacred Timeline as well, challenging the Spider Ham and Misty Knight. That will stick me at 5 energy if I used Havoc. I think that's fine. The only thing that I could not use coming up is the L Carrier or Magneto. But I think we're good. If we throw Havoc maybe into Triskelion here, maybe they'll carry the day for us. My opponent plays a card down to Vibranium Mines. They're just loading up the Vibranium Mines with their Hobby Gobbies, their Goblin deck. Yeah, too bad I didn't have Odin. I could throw them all back there. Yeah, now we're getting a little emote. Oh, and he snaps. Well, you know what? I'm going to snap back. What you got up your sleeve? All you got is negative cards so far, my friend. All you got is negative cards. This is the last turn. I could play Devil Dinosaur here. My best card to play, honestly. They could play a... Let's see. I have priority here. So they could take out my Cassandra Nova at the Sacred Timeline and win. Should probably force with some smaller cards there, maybe. We can throw our White Tiger down, hoping she throws a White Tiger over to Sacred Timeline. That seems like a bad idea, though. Trusting that White Tiger will get where she needs to be. give us 7 power here. Is 2 plus Shang-Chi is 3. That's 5. So we would win if they do play a Shang-Chi there, provided they don't play another card. Let's go with that. You know, we're betting on a Shang-Chi. They did not play a Shang-Chi. They played Galactus. Okay. I guess I should have expected that from their little Galactus photo there and them piling up into the vibranium mines. Well played, Mr. Spider-Man enthusiast. There you go, get a little fist bump from you. They probably wish they had a Galactus flex emote. Then they could have been playing that. Maybe I would have had an even bigger idea to know that, oh, Foxhound might be playing Galactus. Well, rather than just looking at their portrait there. But that's okay. First loss of the stream. The overall win. Oh yeah, we don't use it in the random decks. I don't think I have. Oh, I have. Oh, well then we need to bring it back then. Nope, that does makes. So yeah, let me get the random win-loss record up as well. Boom, boom, ba boom. Let's see. I had forgot that I used this. Everybody's out there like, sure, VP, you forgot you use it. No, I use it. We use this to keep us accountable. Boom. Okay, yeah, it's over my. Let's move this out. Down, I should say. Oh, work with me here. See. And off. Down for me here. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting there. Now we're getting there. We'll move this down below. Actually, we'll leave this at the top of the corner here, and then we'll lock it there. Bring this guy down. Like so. Okay. Oh, line up nicely. I moved the random pick 3 deck tracker. It used to be down in the bottom corner. That covered up the energy that we had, the cubes that we had. But I think we're in pretty good shape there now. So let me go ahead and back into place. Oh, and also let me put my. While I'm here, oh, you do have the. All right, well, you can't see my deck now. Oh, maybe it's down. We'll move it back down. That's probably why we had it down there to begin with. Wow, VP doesn't stream for a bit, and this is what happens. Yeah, let's do that. And you can still see my deck. You can still see my opponent's deck, and yeah. All things are good. So now there we go. Let me go ahead and update those trackers now. Gotta open up my other tracker here. Boom. All right. This stream we are 0 wins, 1 loss, and then total for live streams. There are 177 wins and 141 losses. That updated on the stream for you guys there. Is like so. Okay, cool. And yep, and then back to our deck tracker here for the random pick 3 decks. Save those as well. So. Yep. That and that. All right. I think we are all up to date now. Yes, that's what we need to see. Yes, we're 0-1 this stream. 177 wins, 141 wins total for live streams. And then the random pick 3 deck 1, we are 0 wins and 1 loss so far. But we're jumping into another game right now. See what we can do. Hopefully we don't get galacticized. We just got galacticized, guys. Just got galacticized. Clink Clank, our new opponent. Possibly. If they get here, waiting for opponent. Of course, if they leave immediately, we're not going to count that as a win. Even though the game will count it as a win, we will not count it as a win. Where you at, Clink Clank? I think we would hear Clink Clank coming. That name like that. Clink Clank, Clink Clank, Clink Clank, Clink Clank, Clink Clank. Hey, calm down. That's his title. Their title. Nope, they're retreated. Victory. They saw how bad we got galacticized and said, you know, VP needs some, he needs some time to heal. We won't Clink Clank him. We'll let him go about his business. And go about our business we shall. But like I said, I am not counting that. Obviously, we didn't even do anything. We didn't even do anything but show up. Let's jump into another game here. Hopefully this opponent will show up for us. If I still had the force your opponent to retreat quest or mission, would have probably just fulfilled it there. But here we go. Ryu comes to challenge us next, snapping right away. All right, Ryu, I got a Quicksilver in my hand. Be wary of my Quicksilver. You don't know what's coming when you play a Quicksilver out of your hand. Central Park, we got squirrels coming over. See, Quicksilver was so quick, he scurried the squirrels out of where they came from. So, that's pretty interesting. We got a Havoc. Early Havoc would probably be disastrous for this deck right now, so we're going to end our turn here. Yeah, so second location was Central Park. Add a squirrel to each location. My opponent plays down a Bucky Barnes. Bucky! By the way, anybody seen the Thunderbolts movie? That movie was pretty great. I'm not going to give any spoilers here, but I don't know. I like it. Of course, I like Captain America, too, and a lot of people didn't like Captain America. Sam Wilson's Captain America. So, I like them both. It seems like this one's getting more press love, critical love than Captain America. But I thought it was pretty good. Here in turn 3, Fogwell's Gym is the third location. Both players get double boosters this game. That's pretty cool. We're going to use our Frigga now. Wait, Frigga will get me a Quicksilver. Do I really want that? Not really, but it's the only card I got, so. Second Quicksilver it is. Why not? Have another 1-2 in our hand. Our opponent plays a Nova and a Carnage down. Yeah, of course, it's a Destroy deck we're playing. There's the Winter Soldier coming onto the picture. They have a commanding lead at Asgard right now, 17-3. Of course, Asgard after turn 4, whoever's winning here draws 2 cards. Let's see, we got our Crossbones, and I can only play this at the locations where we're winning. So far, that would only be Fogwell's Gym. Scorn is in this deck. Oh yeah, that's for my Gambit, I think, hoping that Gambit used that. We got more turn. Again, I forgot about Namora, although the squirrels messed me up there, so. I guess we'll go ahead and play our Crossbone down here to Fogwell's Gym. Docking coming up for my opponent. A Muramasa Shard going into Ryu's hand. So Asgard not going to be a fun place to hang around at. They might just, you might just leave that location to them. not even try to challenge it. Namora, the only thing she could hit is 1 squirrel. Unfortunate. Surtur. Getting much out of this either. We have our Havoc here. Havoc. No, let's go ahead and play Havoc down. And I guess we'll play Surtur down here. Is that really what we want to do? Yeah, I think so. All right. Ryu filling up Central Park now with the Muramasa Shard, X23, and Killmonger. Okay, that gets rid of all the squirrels. That leaves us an opening play. Would have left us an opening to play Namora, but conveniently got rid of any of the squirrels were already. I had already put other units down with the squirrels. So much for that. We are winning Central Park and Fogwell's gym right now. Final turn of the game. I'm guessing that my opponent will play down a knoll somewhere, and probably a death. Could very easily be a loss for us here, depending on which way they go with those. Aura, that's much for me here. Just provide the most power. We'll try it. I don't think we're gonna win this. Like I said, I think it's gonna be a death and a null. Yep, there's the null, 15 power null, and a dead pool. Well, oh my gosh, we pulled it off by 1 point. How's about that? Yeah, a little fist bump to you, Ryu. Fist bump right back at you. I didn't think we were gonna win that, man. I'm surprised. They must have not had a death either in their deck or in their hand, because that would have been the winning play right there. I thought I was cooked, man, with a null, and yeah, but the Havoc pulled us out, man. Havoc, one of the random cards that got put into this deck, scales up pretty good, as long as you don't need the energy that he needs. So yeah, we'll take those 4. We'll take those 4 cubes. Chung-Chi getting a little upgrade there. Let's go ahead and update our trackers here. All right. 1 win, 1 loss total. For this stream, 178 wins, 141 losses total for all of our live streams here. And we'll get this nice and set up here. Boom and boom. Okay. 1-1 is the reigning Pick 3 champion. Like so. And again, we play 5 cards, or 5 games each. 5 cards. Play 5 games each. Play 5 games for each deck, and then and then figure out what we're gonna do. Yeah, VP's a little rough today, guys. VP's a little rough today. Part of him has not. Part of him still sleeping in his bed. All right, jumping back in. Jumping back in here, see what we can do with our random Pick 3 decks. All right, Quicksilver coming back out. Always going to be in my turn 1 hand. Be afraid of my Quicksilver. All right. Got our Misty Knight, which was also a random card that got put into this deck. Yeah, we'll play Quicksilver down to the Avengers Compound. Our first location on turn 5. All cards must be played here. And we got a Deadpool coming down on the mysterious 3rd location, so we are up against another Destroy deck here. Unfortunate. And Voromir is the location. I'm tempted to just to retreat right now, because I mean, all they gotta do is play their cards to Voromir and start destroying them. It's game over. But we'll see. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if our random deck can beat a Destroy deck on a board with Destroy locations on it. Yeah, I would snap too. VP has played Quicksilver and Misty Knight. Anybody would look at that and be like, what in the heck? This has to be a bot. Well, you know what? We're not a bot. We're not a bot a bot. We're not about a bot. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. I don't know what I'm saying. We're going to play Searcher down. That'll confuse my opponent even more. They're going to be like, what is I doing?
I definitely need to change my underwear.
Carnage coming down from them at the big house. Cards that cost 4, 5, or 6 can't be played here. My opponent. Koshin? Maybe I should just do that. I wonder what the YouTube closed caption would do it. If I just talk like that, well, how would that come out in the closed caption? That I don't know. For the subtitles. What are we doing, VP? Turn 4. What do we got? Want another Searcher in our hand? You know what would be better is to get another Crossbones. So let's go ahead and play Crossbones down this turn. Next turn we'll play Frigga. That opponent's going to continue to destroy things. A beast. You don't normally see a beast destroy deck.
What a game.
And their Deadpool, they throw right into Vormir. This is going to be one of those games where Deadpool's just going to get huge-mungus. Huge-mungus! We have to play cards to the Avengers compound now. So I think we're going to do that. Can I do this? If I play Frigate down, I'll get a Crossbones, but Crossbones can only play at a location. We're not going to have a location we're winning at that time. You know what? Let's go ahead and play our Gambit. Open to get the Beast there, I guess. Although it does help their whole Destroy archetype. Yep, Deadpool coming down the Avengers compound. Agent 13 for my opponent, and Carnage ripping them all to shreds.
I definitely need to change my
A
underwear.
1/8 Deadpool going back into my opponent's hand. 12 power Carnage sitting at the Avengers compound versus my 22 power Quicksilver Searcher Crossbones Gambit combo. Got a 1-point lead for my opponent at Vormir with a Squirrel holding that down. And I don't think we have a way to get in there, honestly. And we got the big house here. Cards that cost 4, 5, or 6 can't be played here, so that is unfortunate. Card I can really play is Havoc. I don't think that's going to get it done for me. I try to pull a card to Vormir and hope for like a tiebreaker thing. A long shot. But nothing else is going to work here. Havoc's only going to 2/4. They just ignore the big house altogether, but I don't see why they would do that. Probably gonna Animazola the Carnage. Have to be 12 at the big house. We cannot do any of our cards. I don't know. We'll play. We're just gonna throw Magneto into the Vormir here. We're gonna lose this. Mongo Troll, the destroy deck, gonna take us down here. I think. Let's see. The big house messing us up here. Havoc, the only card I could play there. Magneto doesn't even have anything to move. Does it still trigger the Searcher? Doesn't look like it. Oh, it does. It does. Even though he dies, it does. Okay. Yeah, and they got Shayna and Deadpool and Nova. Yeah. We got kicked, man. We got our butt kicked. I mean, I had 2 locations playing against me. Right? These are 2 extra cards in my opponent's deck. Let's be honest. Vormir and the big house are 2 extra cards in my opponent's deck. All right, Mongo Trail wins that. Let's give them their bump back. They bumped us. Shang-Chi, what are you getting upgraded for? You haven't done anything for us yet. Shang-Chi's just like, thank you. Great power comes... No, that's not what he says. Power must be contained. Yeah, well, how come you're not containing the power we're going up against here? You're sitting in the back, sipping on, I don't know, orange juice. That's what Shang-Chi... I watched the Legend of 10 Rings. That's what Shang-Chi drinks, is orange juice, right? I don't know. Let's go in here, update our tracker. 1 win, 2 losses. Boom. 7 wins, 6 losses total for this deck. I don't know, guys. This might be the random 3-pick challenge in which our defending deck goes down, man. I don't know. It's 1-2. It's 1-2 so far. But this is the 3rd challenge it's coming up against here, so let's see. Shall see. Boom and boom. And another. On another one, please. There we go. All right. Let's jump into another game. See what we can do here, man. Hopefully locations will work with us, not against us. Quicksilver's ready, man. Quicksilver's already ready to jump out, man. Subterranean's our first location. Shuffle 4 rocks into each deck. Definitely what I need in this random deck. 4 random rocks. Quicksilver and Misty Knight are ready to go. Quicksilver. All right, let's remember the Nomura here. Let's see if we can build a solo lane. All right, well, now we have nowhere. Second location. On reveal effects do not happen at this location. That is a bummer. We'll throw Misty Knight there. Knight can hang out there. Maybe we can get some Nomura action on Quicksilver and Misty Knight just in time to get Killmongered by something. I don't like to play buffs on one-cost cards because they're so easy to get rid of. But maybe we won't even have to worry about it because it seems like Nomura has not showed up yet. We'll go ahead and play our Surtur down here. Maybe we'll scare off our opponent by seeing Surtur and be like, oh man, that's a Surtur deck. There are 3 cards in this deck that can buff my Surtur, and then Nomura, if she gets a good hit off, oh, Sakaar. Hey, Sakaar was our third location and pulled out my Magneto, which just stacked all my opponent's cards, Swordmaster, Kanjo, and Lady Sif into Sakaar, so that might work in our favor here, guys. We do have Havoc to come out now, turn 4. Kind of want our... I'll skip this turn, honestly, because I would still holding out for a Nomura here. Wolverine coming down for my opponent at Subterranea. They currently have a lead 3-2 at Subterranea, 0-7 and nowhere in our favor, and then they're leading Sakaar 16-12. Got 3 cards there, so we can't catch up in Sakaar, and Nomura is in my hand. Problem now is I can only play her to one location, so I think we'll play her down here to Subterranea. She'll hit the Magneto, and yeah, we'll just have to be good. We'll just have to be good with that. Iron Man coming down for my opponent at Subterranea. A Wolverine here. Maybe they're playing a random deck too. Who knows? Does scare me that there is an Iron Man here at Subterranea. Sakaar is susceptible to a Shang-Chi, with my Magneto being at 17 power there. Well, they need to shut down that location. I have priority, so my Shang-Chi's not going to do anything. Do I play a Rock, a Havoc, or Rock? What? Let's just play it. Let's just play it all. Why not? You know what? We can stack Shang-Chi. Can't even get his location anyways. Nowhere. We'll put Havoc into nowhere, actually, because Havoc's is an end of turn ability, not an on-reveal, so probably pretty good. Yeah, we'll put Shang-Chi there. I don't know, man. Shang-Chi in the third lane taking out my Magneto could ruin us here, but they do play a card to Sakaar and to Subterranea. Subterranea is the Iron Lad. We kind of needed Sakaar to hold, and the problem is it did not. So Magneto, 17 power, not enough to take on their 19 power there. I just didn't have enough power, man. I did not have enough power. So another loss for this random pick 3 deck. That is okay. That is okay. Nomura getting a bump up there now. Maybe that'll give her some more incentive to show up in future games. Who knows? All right. 1 win, 3 losses. And 178 wins, 143 losses total for live streams. Here you go. Like so, and like so. Boom and boom. All right, that brings this deck to 1-3. Might be the worst performance yet for this deck in a random pick 3 challenge, to be honest. So it might be time. It might be time for this, you know, this deck to step out, man. To bow out and, you know, leave room for the next random deck to come up. But we'll see. We'll see. We got one more deck to play, or one more game to play with this deck. and then we'll switch off to the other deck and see if it can challenge this deck. So far, random pick 3 deck 1 not posing much of a not having very high bar to hit here. Also, if you guys get a chance, let me know if you like these random pick 3 deck streams, or if you'd rather I just craft a deck and do it like my original streams. Because I'd like to know. It is a little more work to do these random pick 3 streams. Yeah, let me know. Let me know in the comments below what you think of these streams. All right, joke. I don't know how I pronounce my opponent's name there, but it's turn 1. We got a ton of energy. We're gonna go ahead and play Surtur down. Project Pegasus was our first location. That's where all the energy is coming from. Let's just play all of our cards down. Why not? Let's throw all our cards out there. Hold my mighty hand. Joke has already snapped, so they're feeling pretty pumped about this. Mojo World is the second location. Whoever has the most cards here gets plus 100 power. Currently leading that with our Misty Knight. They played an Onslaught down there, so I gotta assume this is going to be some sort of ongoing shenanigans happening in this deck. Angela coming down at the second location. And Voromir's our third location. The next card you play here is Destroyed. Arr. Well, at least I'm not playing against a Destroyed deck this time, I don't think. I don't see many Destroyed decks with ongoing cards, so maybe not. All I can play is Frigga here. And we do have Nomura in hand, but thanks to Vormir, we're not going to have a whole lot of places to play her. Might just be here for the 7 power that she offers. Nightcrawler coming down at Mojo World, and Forge, okay, pumping up their Angela. Frigga brings me another Misty Knight. Probably should have played the first 2 cards first, and then played Surtur down last. But we didn't know we were going to get a Frigga, so news. Turn 4, we got 4 energy. Opponent's leading Project Pegasus 8-7 right now. They have 1 card to my 2 cards, and 109-6. In Mojo World, they have 3 cards to my 2 cards there. Nothing really to Shang-Chi again. Surprisingly, nobody's playing big cards these days. At least not right now. I think we'll just play... You know what? I'm going to keep Shang-Chi in my hand. One more turn here. We'll play Misty Knight down to Mojo World. Nightcrawler moving over to Vormir for my opponent. That's a good move for them. I'm going to secure Vormir for them, obviously. They have a Mr. Sinister coming down. They do have control of Mojo World now. Down 8 points there. There's no way we're getting into Vormir, unfortunately. We could play our Gambit here. Could play our Gambit here and see what happens. I think I'm going to get... Nomura down here to Project Pegasus. And then we'll see... I might play my Hellcarrier down to Mojo World to take that next turn if they don't boof it. They don't boof it up too high. They don't buff it up too high. VP, maybe you should go back to bed. Find your words. They slipped under your pillow and blankets or something. They want to stay warm in this cold weather. All right, final turn, guys. My opponent played a Blue Marvel down there, buffing all of their cards. We now need 16 power to take Mojo World. Or I need Gambit to take something out there. I think we're going to try to have Gambit take something out there. Shang-Chi... Actually, Shang-Chi could take out the Onslaught, but we're already winning that location. Not by much. They would still win. I think we got to go with the Gambit here. I think we got to let Gambit try and do what they can. Throw Gambit down to Mojo World. Hope that Gambit hits Scorn and buffs one of my other cards. I think that's what we're going to do. Here we go. Let's see. Captain America coming down for my opponent, Project Pegasus, followed by Wolfsbane. Here's my Gambit. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference now, but what does it hit? It hit my Helicarrier. And we do take out somebody at Mojo World, so that is going to give us the lead at Mojo World. But my opponent took control of Project Pegasus there, and of course they had Nightcrawler holding down Vormir after they moved there. So a loss for us. Well done, Juke. Joke. Joke. Juke. I like the random pick 3, but I like the regular format. I like when you Vormir only destroy first card you play there. It doesn't. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that. Yeah, Vormir. Yeah, I got that confused with yeah, Vormir only destroys the first card that you play there. I've seen the other location. Someone, I think the Altar of Death. No, Altar of Death gives you +3 energy. But yeah, Vormir's only. Yeah, I'll have to keep my eyes open for that. Yeah, yep. I should have seen that. I see Vormir and I go, oh crap, cards are gonna die there. Yeah, there we go. Do take a loss there. Well, I don't know, man. We'll see. Not a high bar here for the for our challenger deck, which we're gonna see here in a minute here. See here in a minute here, and here, and yeah, I lost my words in my pillow in my bed today, so here we go. Updating our trackers for you guys there. All right. Should be good to go there. Boom and boom. All right. All right, so let's jump in. Let's take this mission here. Why not? Boom. And yeah, let's jump into our second deck. Has a pretty good chance, man. Has a pretty good chance to beat it. What do we got? Here we are. Random pick 3 deck 2. What do we have so far? These all, of course, these cards were all randomly chosen by my highly technical program, spreadsheet Excel. Manually, randomly chosen that way. So, yeah. Here we go. Here we got the Iron Patriot, a 2/3 on reveal. Add a random 4, 5, or 6 cost card to your hand. If you're winning here after next turn, give it -3 cost. You have that, and then we got Brood, a 3/2 on reveal. Add 2 Broodlings here with the same power. Okay, not too bad. We got Surtur, a 3/5. After you play a card with 10 or more power, this gains +2 power. Surtur making his way into this deck as well. Surtur not as strong as he used to be. They nerfed him. He first came out, and I haven't had a whole lot of success with him since the nerf. Haven't really tried a whole lot with him either. But next card is Drax, a 4/5. On reveal, if your opponent played a card here this turn, +4 power. We could do something with that, perhaps. Guessing where my opponent goes. The next card in the lineup. Let's see. Stegron, 4/7 on reveal. Move an enemy card here 1 location to the right. That's good for some disruption. Always like seeing a little Stegron into our game. And we got Crossbones in this deck as well, 4/10. You can only play this at locations where you're winning. Okay. Spider-Man 2099, a 5/9 card. The first time this moves to any location, destroy an enemy card there. So we're going to have to get Spider-Man moving somehow. We don't have a way to do that with these random cards currently. We have Odin here. Odin, a 6/8 on reveal. Repeat the on reveal abilities of your other cards here. That's pretty good because we do have a few on reveals here. Most notably Iron Patriot and Drax, and even Stegron could pull some more surprise for opponents. That's not a bad card to have. And then the final random card that the high-tech system Excel gave me is an Orca, 6/11, ongoing +5 power if this is your only card here. So That's pretty cool. So we got a little bit of ongoing. Well, we got that one ongoing card. Actually, that is our only ongoing card. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at my curve here. Yeah, crazy the Searcher is in this deck, yeah. Yep, for sure. But yeah, let's see. We got some on reveals here. Our curve, we have a 2 cost, have 2 3 costs, 2 3 4 cost, a 5 cost, 6. Not a bad curve so far. I guess we could use a 1 cost if we want them in our deck. We got to find a way to try to move our Spider-Man. I didn't get any of the cool move decks or any of the new move cards that came out last season. But we do have Ghost Spider. Yeah, Ghost Spider is a 1/2. The last card you played moves here. Let's go ahead and put her into the deck. She's really only going to affect Spider-Man there, but we could play her later in the game to move one of our other cards over. That might be pretty cool. We have Odin to do on reveals. I think I want to go with... Probably should get another low-cost card just to have in our... let's see. What do we want to put in here? I mean, Korg's an on reveal. A little more disruption to my... Yeah, let's play Korg. I haven't got Korg in a deck lately. Put him right there into the deck there. Because we can play Odin on a lane that Korg is currently at. And then one more card here we can put in. Suppose we could use another 2 cost. Our 4 costs are pretty good shape here. Might even be good to put another 1 cost in. We have enough low-cost cards in our deck. I like to curve it out. Although I forgot about Surtur. Surtur's in this deck, and the only card that really benefits from Surtur are Crossbones and Orca. We probably should have another big-powered card in here. Let's try change this to power. Highest power. Let's try to get a cheap 10 cost card here. And put in here. Typhoid Mary. Mockingbird. Costs 1 less for each of your created cards in play. Oh, we're not going to have too many created cards, so she might not work. Would have been a good cost. We're looking for a lower cost. Lower cost cards to give us some power here. Let's see. I think we are stuck with get Agamotto. Agamotto would have worked really well with Mockingbird. We already have 2 6 cost cards. Don't know. Could put Red Skull in. That's pretty easy. Hard to get. Or we have on reveals, right? That can boost our power. Or we could put some buff cards in. Let's get out of the power here. Let's get out of the power here and go back to energy. Maybe I'll get a... I always like to put a Fastus in buffing. Fastus or Galacta. We already have a lot of 3 cost cards, so I don't think Galacta will hit the list there. So maybe Fastus. Give each, or we could do Surge. Surge isn't bad. Gives us a chance to let's put Surge in. Surge can give us on reveal, give the top card of your deck -1 cost and +1 power. After you play this, repeat its ability. So that would bring... Actually, that wouldn't bring... Oh, that would bring Spider-Man up to a 10 cost there. Help Surtur. So yeah, maybe we'll do that. We'll put Surge in. It's one of the new cards of the month, so we'll go in one of the new cards of the season, I should say. So we'll go ahead and put that in here. And I'll see what we can do with that. So here we go. Got a new deck here. The Challenger, all it has to do is beat our current deck, which is which only went 1 and 4 this particular stream. So not a high bar to hit here. So hopefully we'll have some good luck with it. We'll see. Starting off right now. Ghost Spider, the only card I can play in my hand. I don't really use that until I have Spider-Man in my hand. So we'll go ahead and skip that. Mindscape's the first location at the start of the turn. 6. Swap hands. That's a bit unfortunate. Danger Room is the second location. Cards played here have a 25% chance to be destroyed. Still no cards in my hand that I want to play right now, so we're going to end our turn here as well. Wolf of Wales is our opponent here. They do play a Cable down at Mindscape, so they pick up one of our cards from our deck. Go ahead and play Surge down to the Hotel Infernal after you play a card here. This turn, banish the top card of your opponent's deck. Let's go ahead and do that. Got a Cable. My opponent plays Athena down. I lost my Iron Patriot, and they lost an Iron Man. So I think I got the better of that deal for sure. My Surged card is Brood. Not bad. Not bad. I think I'll go ahead and play Brood down to the Danger Room. So even if Brood gets destroyed, we'll still have his Broodlings available. Oh, and we Surge another card since we played Surge. Stegron is our Surged card now. That's pretty cool. My opponent doesn't take advantage of their Athena that turn. They play a Devil Dinosaur down instead. Well, let's see. We definitely want nothing to knock out of. I don't really want to knock Devil Dinosaur out of that slot. We're gonna swap hands this next turn, so I gotta try to get rid of my cards a bit. I think I'll play the Spider-Man down here. The good news is I found out if your opponent takes your cards and you have a Surged card in your hand, it surges your deck. So we don't really want to do that here. You know what? I'm just going to play Surge down here instead. We'll play Surge down, and I'll play my Ghost Spider down here as well. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We got to swap hands thanks to Mindscape. After this turn, Blob coming down for my opponent. They did pull ahead at Hotel Infernal by 2 points thanks to their 14 power Blob they threw down there. Now we have swapped hands. We have an Enchantress, Agent Coulson, Odin, Nick Fury, Warpath, and Korg. A 0-cost Korg. We'll definitely take that. Now we'll have Odin in. I think the plan here is just to play Enchantress, take out Devil Dinosaur. That will be 7 power here. And then, yeah, we'll play Korg there to Mindscape, and that should, unless they play other cards, that should do it for us. They do play another card there, so we probably lost that location. Play a Brood down.
Hey man, I'm cool.
Hey man, he's Korg. Dina getting buffed. Yeah, not enough. They did take down their Devil Dinosaur, but that Blob and then their Crossbones that they got from us pushed them kind of over the edge there at the Hotel Inferno. So first loss for this particular deck as well. So, you know, our reigning champion of the pick 3 random decks didn't set the bar too high, but so far, first game, this deck's not doing much better. That will be interesting. I think ultimately, if I had to guess, I think this deck is gonna beat out our challenger finally. We'll see. We will see. Add on another loss there to our win-loss tracker. Go. Update this for you guys. So, how have you guys been doing in Marvel Snap this week, man? Have you guys been taking part in the global challenge, the X-Men challenge? The new X-Men is going to be the next season of Marvel Snap. So they got a bunch of new X-Men coming out. I'm a little bummed that it's like cards that actually the new X-Men are not cards that are cards that they have in the game already, but they have a Fantastic Four season coming out probably in June when the movie June, July, whenever that movie releases. And that seems like it's going to be that's a little disheartening because they're bringing out all the Fantastic Four characters again. So they're a lot cooler so far of what I've seen of the cards that I've seen online. You know, people showcasing them. How do you guys feel about that, man? How do you guys feel about them using the same card? So we'll have two Invisible Women now. I'm sure one will be called Invisible Women Fantastic Four or something. I don't know exactly what they call it, and then we're gonna have two things. We're gonna have two living Inferno, living Flame. I'm gonna get roasted by the Fantastic Four fans. You don't know who it is. But yeah, we're gonna have two of those. So what do you guys think of that, man? Let me know in the comments below. Let's jump into another game here. Look, if you dipped his toe into Conquest has a gold ticket waiting for me. Oh yeah, because yeah, she's been trying to get that Kitty Pryde variant, which was funny because she didn't have Kitty Pryde, but so she was trying to do the Conquest to get Kitty Pryde, and then like her last cash on her reward track was a Kitty Pryde. So, yeah, that's cool that you dipped your toe in that. Played anybody else out there playing any Conquest, man? I don't play too much Conquest. I want there to be better rewards in Conquest. I think that's what they need in order to at least incentivize me. I don't know if that would incentivize anybody else out there, but I could do with some better rewards than what they currently offer. Then I'd probably play some more Conquest. Or maybe they have Conquest missions like they have regular missions. I don't know. Anyways, where are we at? Turn 2. We have only Ghost Spider to play. We don't want to play Ghost Spider. That's unfortunate the way I have this set up. Ghost Spider really in here for my Spider-Man 2099. So she's really a 6 power play. So by that logic, this deck doesn't really quite work the way it should, probably. Because I got 2 6-cost cards, and if I have to play a 1-cost cards in that slot, then probably should have got something that gave me more energy. But maybe Surge will help us out with that. Deck building at its finest. Vormir again. Is Vormir the featured location? Oh, it is the one we're seeing. All right. Well, let's go ahead and play our brood down there to Vormir. The brood will get destroyed, but the broodlings are still there, so that at least gives us some sort of presence we can build on. Mr. Negative coming down for my opponent here. Okay, so we're going to have some Iron Man. We're going to have some Wong, Mystique, Iron Man. I don't know, some sort of nonsense like that probably coming down. Turn 4, what do we got? Have Surge. Surge and my Ghost Spider. Just gonna play Surge Spider. Well, now this is Ghost Spider can't pull Brood because Brood died. I think I don't think she'll pull a. It should just fun the. They have a 6-cost card. I don't know. We're gonna play her. Spider-Man 2099 may not even get played in this game, guys. Who knows? Magic coming down for my opponent at the second location. Can't get it done in 6. Gotta go to a 7th round. All right, well. Stegron is our surged card there, so that's not bad. It's unfortunate that we are going to a 7th round now, because now Spider-Man could have been useful. But I think we'll just play our... Only play Spider-Man 2099, Searcher, or Stegron. I think we'll just knock Magic over to Voromir. Just because, you know, why not? Why not knock some cards around? There you go, Magic. Head over to Voromir. There's the Wong. I told you this was coming, and then that's going to be a Mystique. Yeah, this whole spiel. And then, yeah, it's going to be some nonsense. It's going to be, I think. I have no way to beat that. We can play an Orca down. Also, my power, if this is the only card you have here, we cannot get to that, but it is 11 power, which would help my Searcher if my Searcher was... Oh, here we go. We got Searcher and Crossbones. That'll buff my Searcher up. Does fill up the Limbo, though, but I have a pretty good lead there. I always forget what they try to do here with the Wongs. 2 cards, it's probably Living Tribunal or it's like buff of some kind. Yeah, Ironheart. Okay, yeah, there's 50 million Ironhearts going off here. Animazola. The Wong, they get 4, so they're going to repeat this again. And Wong, and then Animazola is going to hit another card. Yeah, Ironheart. And Ironheart goes down twice. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I knew this was some kind of nonsense like that. Whenever you see Mr. Negative come out, you know there's going to be some kind of nonsense. Although, where did their Mr. Negative go? Where did the Mr. Negative? Oh no, they killed their Mr. Negative in Vormir. And they have Wakanda Forever, the classic. Black Panther is the classic card. Yeah, 103 power there at Limbo, 43 in Vormir. I mean, how do you compete, man? How do you compete? We are retreating. Yeah, that's the combo that keeps happening games, so we'll give them a little fist bump. It's always trouble, man. It's like, you almost always need to have a counter for Wong these days, or any of these other cards in your deck to really push through. But yeah, we do get our butt, you know, equally well handed to us in that game. Go ahead and update our tracker here. Well, hey, maybe the reigning champion will continue to be the reigning champion at this rate. Oh my goodness. Not a great stream for my win-loss record. That's okay, man. This helps keeps us honest. We know how many wins, how many losses we have. I can look up at the win-loss record on the screen and be like, hey, maybe I'm not that bad. Of course, at this rate, I'll be like, wait, I seem to be really bad. Now that we're including these random pick 3 decks into the tracker. All right, let's jump back into another game here. 0-2 this deck so far. 0-2. I wouldn't mind the alternate version of Fantastic Four, like how we have the first Ghost Rider and Ghost Rider. Yeah, they play differently. That's the nice thing. I just wish they would have upgraded the old cards, because the old cards could use a little love. The old cards can definitely use. Sure. All right, Ant Maze is our first location. We couldn't play anything in that first round. The next card you play here gains +3 power and moves. Camp Lahai is our second location. Add a random 3-cost card to each player's hand. We got a crystal out of that. All we can play is Korg. I think I'll play Korg down to Camp Lahai. Sean Telly is my opponent. What's up, Sean Telly? Playing a Bucky Barnes now. We're back at Destroy Decks. And there's Vormir again. Kind of makes sense that Vormir is the featured location I'm playing all these Destroy decks, but I play a lot of Destroy decks anyways. I don't know where you guys play a lot of, but I seem to play a ton of Destroy decks where they're everywhere, man. We do have Brood here, but if I remember correctly, I don't think Brood broods before he moves. But we're gonna go there anyways. I think he'll become a there too, and then he gets the 5 power and moves to Vormir. Okay, well, guess that works. They play an X-23 down to Aunt May, sending it over to Camp Lahai, where Carnage rips them in two for my opponent there, and thus the destroy deck continue. Turn 4, we do have Drax in hand. Where are our opponents next? I would say you're either going to destroy their X-23 or they got a wolf laid down. Destroy a card yet at Vormir? I can't. I haven't, but I wonder if they have. Maybe we'll play Crystal down here too. Vormir, that'll give us draw us a card, right? No. That go. Won't have to worry about losing cards to Vormir again. Waiting on Sean Telly, my opponent here. Carefully calculating destroy deck, what they must do next. Put a card down, you destroy something. Quite easy, actually. Quite simple. Oh, they don't play anything down. Interesting. So yeah, Crystal gets sucked into Vormir, gives us a Surtur. Surtur down here. Iron Patriot. We're not going to get the discount for Iron Patriot, I think, but we got the energy. We'll play it down. I'll play it down to Vormir. Not feeling great. Not feeling very confident about this game currently. A lot of high-cost cards in my hand, but we only got one turn left. Sean Telly, it's up to you, sir. What shall you do? Destroy some cards. You know you want to. And thinking through this very carefully. Calculating. Destroy card that they shall play. Ever shall they do. On a look, in turn is up. Why is the turn not ended? If this was me, the turn would be like, yeah, okay, they retreated. I don't know what happened to Sean Telly there. Fell off the planet, unfortunately. Hopefully they're okay. Oh, we will take that win. The only win this deck gets is is a retreat. I don't think we would have won that if Sean Telly stayed in the game. For sure. We got a shiny logo on our Brood. Not too shabby. We are close to getting those 3,000 tokens. That's good. I might actually be able to get one of the cards again. Got the title, Prefer Tabletop Marvel Snap. I like that. I like that title. I have to use that. I prefer the tabletop version. All right, let's update our tracker here. 1 win, 2 losses. All right, hey. Well, all it needs is 1 more win, and it's beat our champion, guys. Low bar to hit, but it's hitting it. It could very well hit it. All right. That is... Hey, look at that. We get to put another win on the win-loss record. Stay away, losses. Our wins are still greater than our losses. All right. Here we go. Boom and boom. Rock and roll. All right. Jumping back in. Can this new random pick 3 deck win? Beating our reigning champion with an impressive record of 1-4. This that went 7-8 first random random deck, so wasn't that great of a deck. I was surprised it held on for as long as it has. This, of course, was the third random pick 3 stream that we have done. Held on through those first 2 streams, beating the other challengers, other challenging decks. Yeah, they were 6 and 4 going into this, so yeah, it got its butt with this today. All right, turn 2. What have we got? We got Hellfire Club here in the first location. Cards that cost 1 can't be played here. Strange Academy is the second location. After turn 5, move all cards here to other random locations. Let's go ahead and play our Iron Patriot down. Probably follow that up with a Brood or a Crossbones if we are still leading that location. Wolverine coming down for my opponent here. What are you talking about? My opponent is, what are you talking about? Hey, what are you talking about out there? I don't know, buddy. Talking about Destroy on your side, apparently. All right. Let's go ahead and play our, I think we'll just play our Brood down here to the Hellfire Club. It does fill out the Hellfire Club. I don't want to do. Well, we can use the Ghost Spider later, although we do have Spider-Man in our hand here. 2099. X23 coming down. Bucky Barnes also. Bucky Barnes at Shadowland. X23 to Strange Academy. Shadowland, the third location. And add a ninja to each side with -2 power. Their ninja, of course, is going to get destroyed. In fact, I bet you this is a good time to play Drax right now. We'll throw Drax to Shadowland since they have their Bucky Barnes there. A Wolverine, you know, a Carnage is coming down there. Or a Deathlock or something, so Drax will get that benefit. And we'll take that benefit. Or even a Venom, but might be a little early for the Venom.
Enough said,
Yep.
bub.
There's the Wolverine and all the other cards. Bucky turning into the Winter Soldier! Oh my goodness. There's Drax getting power. We are still losing that location 20-7. We are filled up at the Brood, at the Hellfire Club. Nothing at the Strange Academy. I guess we'll play. Well, this is pretty interesting because I can play my Spider-Man down here to get sent to Shadowland, act as its probably something there. Now they'll probably play a Venom. Probably play a Venom down. Probably destroy a Venom. Pretty good because they probably want to Animazola that. It will make their Null in their hand a little bit stronger. There's Death coming down for them. They already got that out. Alright. Oh, well. I destroyed the Carnage that they had there and flipped the location barely. So they still can do a Venom here. And a Null. Oh, he's got to be aware of the Null. We have Orca to play. And that might be the play here. I'm afraid. I don't know that 16 power is going to be enough to hold down Shadowland. Because, oops. What am I speaking off of my... That's scaring my cat. Sorry, Bubby. Falling off my daddy's desk here. Alright, we're going to play Orca down here. Do that? Gee. I think I need to get more power into Shadowland here. Play Crossbones down. Kazar will... Where did Kazar come from? Kazar, how'd you get here? Iron Patriot. Oh, that's the card the Iron Patriot gave. I see. Play that'll buff up our ninja and our brutes are 3 cost. XR. All right. And we'll play our Ghost Spider down. I don't know if it's going to be enough. We'll see. There's the big Knoll. But our Crossbone's going to be enough to take over their Knoll, that location. So we did pull this one off, guys. What are you talking about? Well, I'm talking about beating ye. That's what I'm talking about. What are you talking about? Good game, buddy. Good game for you there, sir. Did win that location. Strange Academy, 8-0. And we got Shadowland 27-24, barely scraped it out there. Crossbones, the correct play there. They didn't get enough destroying done to make their Null too scary. But, yeah, surprised we didn't see any Venom in there or Animazola. They just didn't draw into it or something. But There we go, guys. We have a new champion in the random pick 3 deck. 2-2, and we got one more game to play with that deck. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Update the trackers for you guys out there. All right. Boom and boom. And here we go. Get another one in there. And okay. And then to update this one as well. So many bings and bongs in this stream when we do the random pick 3s. There we go. All updated and ready to go. One more game to go with this deck. Let's jump on in. We do have a new champion, so this deck will be going on to our next random pick 3 deck battle. Have a crazy intro. Random pick 3 deck battle. Wednesday. 2 decks battle it out. They're random. See what we can do with that. That hurts my voice though, so maybe I won't do that. Turn 1, what do we got? Ghost Spider's the only card we can play. Vormir, the first location. The next card you play here is destroyed. We're not playing anything. Demon Nuns. Oh wait, no, Demon Ions. Demon Ions is our opponent this game. Get Surge in there. Surge, you can go down to the big house or second location. Cards that cost 4, 5, 6 can't be played here. Start surging through our deck here. I do like Surge, man. Like Esmikuku, I like Surge. Haven't had a chance to really play with Prodigy much. I got him randomly in one of my games, and he did some work for us in that game, but I haven't really, obviously didn't get him, so I didn't have a chance to really play with him too much. Not sure what I think of Elixir. Maybe we'll get Elixir and see what we can do with him, but I don't technically play Destroy decks. I think is where he's going to be maybe best at. So I don't know. Maybe I'll skip on the Elixir here and wait for Zorn next week. I think Zorn, next card for next week. But here we are, turn 3, 3 energy. Let's play our Brood down since Spider-Man. Ooh, Spider-Man got a Surge. That's good. For Spider-Man, 2099 is always a good option. Let's go ahead and just sacrifice our Brood to Vormir here. I wonder if people play this deck and they're like, oh, Broodlings, they're playing Surfer. Or they see one of my other cards, oh, they're playing this. And I'm like, no, just playing a random deck. What is this, a bot? Look, kind of like a bot, I guess. The bots actually are starting to use good decks, I think, now. Turn 4, we do have our Spider-Man here. And okay, this is a discard deck. You see Morbius come down, you know you're going to have discard, so there's going to be... Oh, there's gonna be lots of things happening here. So we need to get rid of the Morbius here. So we're gonna play our Spider-Man 2099 down here to the Dream Dimension. We'll use our Ghost Spider to pull that over the big house and take out that Morbius before he can get super huge. It's gonna try to get super huge. Here we go. Ghost Spider is gonna pull our Spider-Man 2099 over here to the big house, destroying the Morbius. That is one of the big tools there for this discard deck. My opponent might leave after this, but we'll see. We'll play our Iron Patriot down. Actually, you know what? Let's play Iron Patriot down here to Vormir. I don't think, and my opponent hasn't played anything down there yet, so that's a good place to play our Vormir, or to play our our Iron Patriot. There's my Ghost Spider taking out the Morbius. Yep, no Morbius for you, sir. You're gonna have to do something else with your discarding. Obviously, they still can win on a discard deck with this, but Morbius is a huge tool. Oh, and they lost their Hela as well. They have Khonshu in this particular discard deck that can bring some of that stuff back, which would probably be bad for us. Oh, we got a Darkhawk. Well, it's not very big right now. Is that our Iron Patriot card? Oh, is our Iron Patriot card. But for now, this is the final turn. Where do we think they're gonna play? We're playing Drax here. No, let's play Orca down here would be yeah, my opponent retreated. You know what? You take out, I tell you what, man, you play a discard deck. If you manage to take out the Morbius and the Dracula, I'm guessing they didn't get their Dracula out yet. They maybe didn't have it in their hand. But if you see Dracula and Morbius come out, get rid of those cards. Because they're going to get really big. They're going to get really big in a discard deck. So if you have a way of getting rid of them or outpowering that particular location by a lot, like you could throw an Iron Man down there if you have a pretty good power lead, I think there as well to try to beat those cards. But those are 2 danger cards, man. In discard, if you see the Morbius, see the Dracula, you know you need to do something about those cards before they get too big. But we did not get too big. We won another game with this deck, giving this deck the 3 wins and 2 losses. Of course, we only played 5 games with each deck, so it has completed its 5-game run here. We have a new champion, guys. Random deck number 2 will be going on. Be the champion. Let's go ahead and pull the old let's pull the cube down to our new reigning champion. Random pick 3 deck 2. I don't name these decks because I don't know how long they're going to be around. We didn't even name the first deck. I think I asked for a name for the deck in one of those streams that I did with that deck and never got one. So it's just random pick 3 deck. All right, let's go ahead and update our tracker here. While you listen to some lo-fi music. All right, here we go. Boom. Go, a little update there. Update there. Completely updated. There we are. Even completed a mission there. How about that? Boom. Thanks for that. By the way, if you're looking for an alliance, guys, TPS is looking for you, the Prime Sanctum. We are an alliance in this game. If you don't have an alliance in the game, why don't you have an alliance? It's real easy to join. You just go up here to search, type in TPS or the Prime Sanctum, and our little logo will show up. The little Pringles guy with a monocle and mustache, and because mustache is funny, and a little top hat. That's us, the Prime Sanctum. We could use your help to try to get some of these wins. It basically just gives you more ways to play. You get bounties every week, every day, basically. When you complete these bounties, you get so many points, and you have a personal rewards here. So you'll get all of these based on what you personally do. And then as an alliance, everything that we do together, we unlock different rewards as well. So our alliance has been doing pretty good so far. CQC Nasty Nate is our latest arrival. A good friend of mine, actually, from where I used to work. Yeah, if you're looking for an alliance still, go ahead and join the Prime Sanctum. We'd love to have you here. You can help us get some of these bounties, get some free stuff. You might as well, if you haven't joined any alliance yet. You don't have to join ours. We would love you to join ours. But yeah, an alliance out there, man. Get yourself some free credits and such. Might as well, as long as you're playing the game, as long as you're enjoying the game, might as well join an alliance. And hopefully Second Dinner will do something with the alliance system. I hope they do something similar to Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends, if you haven't played, has alliances in it too, or clans. I forget what they call it there, but there's wars every so, like, I don't know, every month they have like a clan war, maybe more than that, and your clan is basically matched against another clan, and you just play games regularly, and there's all these different settings, all these different game modes in Raid Shadow Legends that you can play, and you compete in each of those game modes and get rewards for beating the opponent in each of those game modes. And then as an alliance, you get a reward for beating the other alliance as well, and they pair you up to a alliance of equal strength, so it'll be equal collection level, equal, members, I would assume. And yeah, you play, and it's a cool system. It's one of the systems I really loved about Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends just, for me, was too grindy. I did play it for a while. It was a little too grindy, but I did like their alliance system there. When they had clan wars, it was a lot of fun. You compete with your clan members and the other clan, and you'd all get rewards. And really cool. So I'm hoping that Marvel Snap leans in that direction with the alliances. They haven't done much with alliances since it's come out. They say they're going to do more with it. So maybe since our Snap packs have been updated now and brought into the game. Maybe they're got some development time to push towards alliances, but who knows? In any case, guys, that is going to be it for me. We have a new random pick 3 deck challenge. And again, let me know in the comments below if you enjoy this type of format. If you like the random deck 3 challenge, or if you would rather just VP, come up with a deck like you used to. And we're still doing that, by the way. My random pick 3 deck challenge is basically just here for filler when I don't get the Spotlight Cash card or the new card, or I haven't had a chance to come up with a really clever deck, or a deck that I think is clever. It probably isn't that clever, but it's a deck that I came up with. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you like better, and that would really help us out. But for now, we do have a new champion. So the next time we play a random deck challenge, we'll be going up against another random deck. See if it can hold its own. The last champion held out for two games, 2 weeks. It's a 2-week-old champion. We'll see if this deck can go further than that, or if it'll get unseated by a new and upcoming random deck. That's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been VP. I am signing off. We'll see you later, and hey, keep on gaming.